up on our test stand today, we have one of our master control units. This electrical system we built for a guy who's building a Viper jet aircraft, and this has been a fun build. He sent us this beast. This is a 2-terminal starter generator, and let me get a shot of the placard here. It is 300 amps. It's a beast. Scared us, and I'll tell you why in a minute. How we have hooked up, we have E on ground, which is right here. This is the center point ground. Imagine all aircraft somewhere around in the aircraft. You'll have a center point ground point, and this is your start gen. So that's where this cable's going. It's going right here to starter generator point. You have all your sense wires, which are depicted in the electrical installation wiring. So you have A, of course, E, and D. That's all shown in the installation wiring. The customer sent us Deka batteries to use. We have our ETX30s. That's going to get this thing spinning. And then we have our ETX20s. ETX, yeah, that's right. ETX20s, that's going to be our boost batteries. So once this thing's spinning, at a certain point, it's going to go into boost, which is going to really get it spinning. That's all. You can adjust the boost point right here. And here is your voltage regulation point. I have it midway. That's just where I have it tripping into boost. If you want it to go into boost earlier or later in the start, you would just make that adjustment right here. But I have it halfway. That's where I like it. I guess personal preference, you know, kind of thing. On the batteries, I put shunts because I wanted to monitor current that's going into these batteries, specifically the ETX20s. I wanted to really know how much current was getting pumped into those things, so I put a shunt on there. That's depicted here on my meters. This is ETX20, this is ETX30, and this is voltage right here. Now, one thing people think is we regulate current, how much current these batteries are drawing. That's not true. We only regulate the voltage. These batteries can draw as much current as they need for recharge. We have no control over that. We just control voltage, that's it. And the batteries, they got a mind of their own. They know how much current they need to meet that voltage. Okay? This here is bat 1. That's our ETX30. This here's bat 2. That's our ETX20. And bat 2 minus is right here. That's ETX20 again. And this is bat 1 minus plus ground. That's ETX30. Here's your grounding cable. Again, that's going, sorry, I wonder why my camera went dark. That's going right here to your center point ground. Of course, the plane has electronic air conditioning, so that's right here. That's where you would hook up your electronic air conditioning, and here's where you hook up your ground power. Distribution bus right here, I have 100 amps on that. That goes out to, you know, distribution, like your panel, glass, that sort of thing. Here is our panel. This little test set right here simulates what you would find on your pilot's panel. You have master, air conditioning, ground power, boost switch, and start. Our gen switch went out on this, so we had to fabricate one, and that's right here. Okay. What else could we talk about? Well, let's get it spinning. This is not the first test we've done with this system. I've done several tests today, actually, with these batteries, because we're just like, we weren't sure. But so far, the batteries are doing quite well, actually. I'm impressed. I really am, especially with the ETX20s. They're holding in there. Okay? Okay. Let's make it sing. So, master switch. So we have 25.8 volts. These batteries are in parallel. They're not isolated. They are tied together. They're paralleling each other right now. So, hold the boost and start. Here we go. Okay, there it was. So now it's up and running. Spinning away. Batteries aren't. No, they didn't get warm. All right, let's turn on our generator. And we'll see how much current these batteries are drawing at what voltage. So we're drawing about 30 amps to get to 28.5 volts. This is ETX 20, like I said, this is ETX 30. So this is how much current the batteries are drawing to get to this voltage. Okay. Starter generator's there spinning away. All right, this thing, like I said, is rated for 300 amps, so we're gonna throw an air conditioning load on it, which is about 100 amps, give or take. Won't even phase this. Yeah, still. Okay. Probably should hook up with some temp sensors. That'd tell us what the batteries are doing. Oh well. Alright, so let's stimulate an air conditioning load. Or any type of load, really. So, 50s. Alright, so how about 100 amps? Yeah. No real change. It's holding a 100 amp load just fine. Okay. The ETX 20 is almost fully recharged. ETX 30 is getting there. I tried to block out the sun with that cardboard box. It's okay, not doing the best though. Let's go over some things here. I have it set at 28.5. That might be a little hot for some people. That might just be just right for others. If it's too hot, you come back here and that's your voltage. That's where you regulate the voltage. So if that's too hot, just turn it down. That's where I have it. Okay. How long has that been? Maybe a minute, 100 amp load, I'm not sure. But let's shut the load off. Turn off the air conditioner. That's just where I have my load bank set up to the air conditioning point. Okay. Okay. I think this has been a good demonstration of the system. What the heck? Let's turn. Oh, one thing. This faked us out yesterday pretty bad. If you leave the gen switch on, it will mess with you. You always got to make sure your gen switch is off because this is 2-terminal. Starter generator is right here. So if you leave the gen switch on, it will act like it's starting. So make sure the gen switch is off. It messed with us yesterday. Always make sure your gen switch is off. Alright, sorry for shaking the camera there. Camera being secretly disguised as my cell phone. Turn on, well, I can leave master on, that's no big deal. We're gonna do one more start and then we'll call it good. Well, I'm gonna do a few more tests, but we'll call this video good. Okay. We might let it run for an hour. Just continuous. Throw a 100 amp load on it and just let it run for a good hour. See how the batteries do. I mean, these little ETX 20s with that big old starter generator, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Okay. So, here we go. Start boost. Okay. So let's turn on the generator. Yeah. Okay. And pump these batteries back up. It does suck the current out of them because it takes a bit to recharge them. Yeah, 50 amps right there. And you're not even at 28.5 yet. There you are. Yeah, recharging. Okay. I'm going to let the system run from here. Just monitor the batteries, really. Put a little more RPM on it. Yeah, throw a load. $100 amps. Let's go 150. 150 amps. All right. I'm gonna call it good here. Do a little overview of everything real fast. Demonstration of the electric system for the Viper Jet and this beast of a 300 amp starter generator. Thanks everyone for watching. All right. Have a good day.